Joining me on this senior interview, Jamie Gleason, and we want to find out a bit more about her. We've got to watch her the past couple of years. I'm curious, the whole transition from Williston to Truman. Jamie, how did you arrive on the Kirksville campus?
I was talking to Adam Tandas, the past assistant coach, and we were kind of talking, and me and Rachel Steinoff used to play high school ball together, and she was already there for 2 years. And I don't know if her dad had mentioned me, and they'd seen me play a few games. And Adam Tandas just said, come down for a visit and talk to me for a while. And I went down there and visit, met with the girls, and instantly fell in love with the place.
Yeah, tell me how you started your collegiate career at Williston. How did that all take place?
Yeah, that's even more crazy. I had a friend, or not really a friend, family friend's wife had coached volleyball down there, and they were talking how they wanted to get me up there to play volleyball, and I was like, I'm looking to play basketball after my high school career. And then they're like, well, why don't you come down and play high school, or come up and play basketball? And I was like, it's pretty far away, 21 hours. But they're like, just come up, we'll fly up for a visit, see if you like it. And I visited, and I was like, you know what, this is going to be a great experience. I get to keep playing the game I love. And so went up there and played for 2 years.
How do the two sports intertwine, volleyball, basketball? You played them in high school?
I think since I went to such a small high school, our volleyball and basketball team were made up of the same kids. And so that was like having an awesome chemistry going straight from volleyball to transitioning into basketball. And it's also just really nice to keep you in shape and along that aspect.
Talking with Jamie Gleason on this senior interview. So when you think about Truman, you think about your playing days and your experience on campus. What are going to be some things that you take with you?
Oh, man, definitely the friendships I've made throughout my entire basketball career, but especially now that it's winding down. These people at Truman are amazing, and I've made friendships that'll last a lifetime, and definitely some life lessons through all like the challenging times that any sport brings you. You learn to fight through those, and it makes you stronger. And just playing any collegiate sport, it's a lot of time management and a lot of effort, and learning how to control all those things. I think it's going to be awesome in the future. Yeah,
last year and the past year, you've had to overcome a pretty significant knee injury. Had you had an injury like that before, and how was it in trying to overcome?
I'd never, before my ACL, I'd never had any injury that serious, like a few sprained ankles here and there, but the tearing of the ACL was like one of the biggest things that had ever happened to me, probably.
Jamie, as you look ahead, what do you hope to do when you graduate and move on? What's your future plans?
Right now I'm looking at a couple of different options. My family owns a landscaping business back in Herman, Missouri, and as crazy as that may sound, I've always had a passion for just being outside and working that, and so that's always an option. But I'm also going to graduate with an exercise science degree, so maybe looking at getting a teaching job and being a coach, or personal training, something along those lines probably.
Well, we've enjoyed watching you. Best of luck in not only finishing up your Bulldog career, but in the future.
Thank you so much.
Jamie Gleason, my guest on the senior interview. More coming up. You're listening to Bulldog Basketball.